Hello, welcome to the Hobby Streakers. I'm Liam. I'm going to talk you through a big Age of Sigmar game that I ran at my local club on Sunday for Halloween. Big zombie game. So the idea came from, well, it was Halloween. Got to put a big spooky game on. We normally have a nice big spooky game for Halloween, and I haven't run a participation game in a while, and I enjoy doing that. So I volunteered. What helped was the current edition of White Dwarf. So this is November 2022, aka issue 481. Has a zombie AI system in it, which is great. Let's borrow that. So I find it's much better to run a participation game when you don't have to put heaps of effort into inventing a new rule set or adapting an existing one. So the fine folks over at White Dwarf magazine have done that for me. So I borrowed/stole that with a few minor tweaks. So the AI, as it is, uses the table that's on the screen now. So depending on how far away the zombies are from your heroes, they roll on either the in combat, close, or far columns, and you apply the results. So mindless means they're standing around and they're quite tough in there. Hold means they don't do anything. Charge means they immediately make a charge move. Advance means they immediately run. And rampage means they immediately fight. So the AI runs a different turn sequence to regular Age of Sigmar as well. So they start with an action phase, which is when you roll on the table. Combat phase, where it's the normal combat phase for Age of Sigmar. So on their turn, they pick a unit to fight. Then the heroes pick a hero to fight. And then you switch back and forth between that. And then they've got a regular battle shock phase. I made all the zombies immune to battle shock in my game, but it's a lever that you need to pull depending on how many people you've got playing, how many zombies you've got, and how hard you want to ramp the difficulty up. So this is the table that we had set up. We ran a 6x9 table with a lot of terrain on, small town in the centre, just to make it a little bit more interesting so the zombies don't just go immediately in a straight line towards something, hit them, eat them, chew them up into little pieces. So to start with, I brought my basically entire collection of Stormcast heroes down with all the war scrolls, so I could give the war scrolls out to the different players, because different players didn't necessarily play Age of Sigmar or know the rules, especially not for my army. So I picked 4 heroes out to start with. The Knight Zephyros, Knight Errant Questor, and Silas Beastbane, who is a Knight Questor store anniversary model from last year. So I let them pick those and set them up within 9 inches of the centre of the town, where the cart is in the picture here. And then I put 10 zombies in each corner and had the zombies go beeline, straightest path possible towards the centre of the town, unless somebody tasty came nearby, in which case they'd go straight for them and try and bite their faces off. So the first wave was basically a tester, just to make sure that everything was working the way I thought it would. Everybody understood how the game was playing, and just to smooth any bumps out when we started ramping the difficulty up. So, because we're playing a horde mode and not a regular Age of Sigmar game, I had to tweak that very slightly. So instead of generating command points normally, as you would at the start of an Age of Sigmar turn, I had each of the heroes roll a d3 and gain that many command points. because there was a limited amount of command abilities that they could pull off, because they're single model units. So they could do their normal run. They could do the normal run one to add 6 to their run. They could reroll their charge, or they could add 1 to their hit rolls or save rolls in the shooting or combat phases. The other ones, like rally and unleash hell and redeploy, don't really matter. I suppose you could get redeploy in if you get up to higher waves, but that's just going to slow down a little bit. So I declined to let them know about that. I've also took heroic actions away to sort of speed it up, so they weren't sat there going, oh, should I do Inspiring Presence for an extra command point? Should I go heroic willpower for an extra unbind for the 0 wizards that are on the table? And definitely heroic recovery off the table, because it's Halloween. It's supposed to be scary. So you want to take away their ability to heal. Unless you've got like a wizard or something that can cast a heal spell, which is fine, because you're trading off doing an offensive spell to do a healing spell. So, yeah, just had them set up in the middle, and they all went off. They killed some zombies, and at the end of the wave, when all the zombies were dead, had them all return to the middle. Any dead heroes came back, and I had them count their zombie kills throughout the entire process. So for each 10 kills that they made, I said that they could buy a barricade to sort of funnel the zombies into specific areas. And I think, in retrospect, I would have allowed them to, for the same cost, heal a single wound. Because then you get a bit of a trade-off. Do I want to be more defensive in hoarding the zombies, or herding them, sorry, or do I want to be around for longer in the game and punch more zombies to potentially get more barricades later? Also took down to the club a load of my boxes of troops, because I didn't know how many people were going to be there. So one of the levers for difficulty that I had to pull on was, I might have gone, right, for 1 kill, you can buy 10 points worth of Stormcast unit. So, like, Liberators would have been 5 for, like 120 points or something like that. So it'd have been 12 kills, would have been a squad of 5 Liberators, for example. Probably got the points numbers wrong there. Prosecutors, Judicators, none of like the big units like Fulminators or Stormdrakes or whatever, but just infantry units. Keep it small. And then ramp that difficulty. So your horde mode should scale. The waves should get progressively harder as you go through. And it shouldn't be a super competitive thing. It's supposed to be a fun game. Nobody's trying to win. In fact, for the heroes, there's really no winning. It's how many waves can we get through before we all get eaten by zombies. And your games master should be aware of that, and the different difficulty sliders and levers that you can pull on. So again, I explained earlier that for the wave 1, I did 4 lots of 10 zombies at the corners using the standard Deadwalker Zombie War Scroll. I gave them the 6-up ward save, just because they have no save, so they're just going to get smushed, blown away. So just give them a little bit of extra. For the second wave, I put another 2 packs on and added +1 to the behaviour chart. As in the first wave, I was getting a lot of the stand around and don't do anything results. So the zombies were basically just stood in the 4 corners of this massive board, and the heroes were having to just spend their entire turn going, I spend a command point to run an additional 6 inches. I'm going 9 because I'm a storm. I'm going 10 11? 11. 11, because I'm a Stormcast here and I've got 5-inch movement. So I've got to run 11, and now I can't charge because I've just run. Or the Knight Zephyros was just going, I'm going to teleport over here, and I'm all on my own. I'm going to get smashed by zombies in a second. Wave 3, I decided to add +2 to the behaviour chart. So the zombies were basically always running. And sometimes they would be running really fast. So that got quite a bit smushy. And I'd also, at that point, decided to use all of my zombies. So because my zombies are from Gripping Beast for a game called Saga, I've got, I've got 8 lots of 12. So I sort of just buffed the 6 packs up to 16 and added +2 to the behaviour chart. So it all got a little bit scarier. So wave 4, from there, I would have either split the packs up a bit more, so there would have been probably gone for the 8 times 12. Might have, how I felt, added a bit more to the behaviour chart. From there, I could have made them more hardy, so giving them an actual save or increasing their ward save. Or I could have made them more lethal, increasing the amount of mortal wounds they do on their newly dead ability, or increasing their hit and wound rolls, or increasing their rend, or making them faster. So there's little things that you can just incrementally increase the difficulty of the zombies, make them a little bit harder, or add more, or shift them around a little bit. Just see how you feel. See how many zombies or skeletons or insert spooky thing here that you can put down and sort of vibe it out. See how it feels. Cool. Thank you all for watching this video today. Feel free to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Follow either of us on Twitter at ProJG or at Liam Durr. I'm on Instagram as well at liam.lost.legion. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed.